Successful season for the Bucs. A successful season is winning the division.
It's either that or they lose a ton of games.
Here's what a successful season would look like for the Carolina Panthers.
Bryce Young,
Think about it.
You win 7 games, and Bryce Young plays well.
You're
well?
like in the hunt for the division.
Just out of curiosity, what is
In
well?
the hunt for the
Yeah, I mean, if you finish
wild
that, you're probably in the
card.
hunt.
Successful. Bryce Young wins Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, that would be would be very successful.
I feel like he's.
But even if he does, they might still go like.
Yeah,
seven,
exactly.
win
If
seven
Bryce
games.
Young,
Which is totally fine.
If Bryce Young proves that he was meant to be drafted first overall, and just like kind of is the best rookie quarterback in the league, then it will be
Maybe
a
not
successful
even best
season
rookie quarterback,
for
but
the
just like,
Panthers.
all right, this guy got flashes where he can be a stud.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I also think like you went out and got Frank Wright, and who was the coach that took over? I don't remember his name, but he took over midway through, and the team was actually good. Like they overperformed and overachieved.
He fucking used to be the Mizzou D coordinator. I don't know
Yeah.
why he was so good.
Who are the receivers for the
Adam
Panthers?
Thielen, DJ Chark.
not
They got
bad.
Terrace Marshall
Not
Jr.
bad. Not bad.
I don't think they have.
Thielen's on the down.
Dude,
not
I
very
think they
good.
still have Lavishka. Go Buffs.
They do got Lavish.
Brian
Kishka?
Burns. Lavishka Chenault.
The kishka, like the Ashkenazi Jewish food.
Brian Burns has to have an MVP-like
Gefilte.
season.
Gefilte?
Nice.
Has to. Because he's a friend of the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian
He
Burns.
will.
Brian
He will.
Burns is winning defensive
No.
player of the year.
He
Let's put
will
that out there.
because
Brian Burns will win Defensive Player of the Year. Why, Jack?
Because he's a friend of the pod.
Yes.
Damn right.
Why, Felipe?
Well, I'm confused because first you said MVP, now you're saying Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, no, he's going to win it all.
All of them.
because he's a friend of the pod.
Yeah, that's why.
I just need a clarification.
Matan,
All right,
Which
but
Tom
yeah,
was
realistic expectations for the not expectation. Realistic, successful season for the Panthers is win 7 games, and Bryce Young is very.
go
is
How about
good.
just like finish maybe second in the division?
sure?
You know?
No, that would be great.
That'd be
for
great.
them.
Just don't get last.
No, they were second in the division last year. They got to win more than 7 games, I think. You got to win 8 games.
No.
Who was their
I don't know, 'cause
quarterback
he's got a
last
rookie
year?
Quarterback now.
That's
It's
the
a little-
point.
Darnold?
Who was their quarterback? Why?
Darnold?
Because if
That
we're
was
going on the logic of constant
Baker,
progression,
Darnold,
Hey, I'm just thinking.
but 1 game progression, I'm expecting that.
I'm just thinking. I'm not.
Exactly.
No, no.
You jumped 2 progression
I don't think that
spots.
fucking dude. Hold
You
on.
jumped 2
Hold on.
progression
Stop for a
spots.
second. Stop for a second. Stop for a second.
I jumped one.
Stop
bro.
for a second. Stop for a second. Listen. Fuck your bullshit progression shit.
Hey, he said it for
They're
himself.
a whole new team now. Their quarterback is entirely different. If Bryce
coach.
Young is good,
That's all that matters.
Doesn't matter how many games you win. If
Yep.
Bryce Young is good,
agree.
then you have had a successful season.
I agree.
But
with
if Bryce Young's good, they win more than 7 games.
It does, no,
Sure,
not
but that's
necessarily.
not what I'm
Like,
saying. I'm just saying, like,
Oh
it
my
doesn't matter.
God.
If Bryce Young can prove that he's good,
He can be
and they
really good.
lose 14 games,
Yeah.
but Bryce Young
Yeah, I would
balled
say
out, like,
He
great.
can have
Success.
he can have some terrible games, but he needs to have
Go.
games where he looks incredible.
Sure.
Go.
This division's the opposite of the AFC North. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this
Complete
one-
opposite.
I don't
This-
think we're gonna have many feuds on this one.
This is what a successful season looks like for the Atlanta Falcons. I think you need to win 8 games at least. I think you find out Desmond Ridder is your franchise quarterback. Bijan Robinson wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think he's got to rush for at least like 1,300 yards just to prove. If Tyler Algier went for 1,000, he's got to go off.
He's got to go 50.
I think you also need to see that Kyle Pitts is the guy you drafted him in that top
Yeah.
5. Like that to me,
Kyle
it all
Pitts needs
hinges.
to take
The
a stride
Falcons'
at some
success
point.
hinges on their offense.
they need a quarterback, bro.
But part of
Ridder
success is
could be
seeing
that
that
guy,
Desmond
but
Ridder
Pitts
is
is
the
that.
guy.
Pitts is that guy.
I think it's more.
Yeah, I would
I'll
say-
clarify. If they find out that Kyle Pitts is more the guy than Desmond Ridder, then that to me is success.
Yeah, because you can go out and go get a quarterback anywhere. You can trade for a quarterback or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
No, but it would
They're
also
building the
it would
infrastructure.
also
But
be
it would also-
success if Desmond Ritter
Yeah.
actually plays well.
Totally.
Like,
100%, that'd be
there's
great.
no
Yeah.
expectations for this guy.
I think
so
if Desmond Ridder can play like a Ryan Tannehill type guy or
can
something
be-
like
yeah.
that.
you take
Well,
that.
Arthur
You take
Smith
that all
was
day.
the- Arthur
You
Smith
would
was
take
the
that.
Ryan
Like you
Tannehill.
take,
love
yeah, I would
that.
say like, you know what I mean, like the kind of athletic guy like doesn't throw any picks. Like you take that all fucking day.
Like
love
best
that.
case scenario for
Yeah.
for them is they obviously win the division, but
Who are their
realistically,
receivers?
I think
Drake London.
Yuck.
Well, I think every
London's nice.
Oh, he's fine.
Olamide's not there anymore. They don't really have they have
Zacchaeus?
yeah they
I
have
love that
they have
dude.
big
That's
like
Zacchaeus.
pieces. You have a running back, you have an amazing offensive line, you have a wide receiver 1 in Drake London, you have Kyle Pitts. That offense needs to perform.
Yep.
To me, that's success. Now they don't
And
need
a
to win
great
the division,
offensive
but you
line,
need to
apparently.
see
But
that.
London and Pitts, arguably Pitts, count him as a receiver. That's a really good duo.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
really
It is a
good
really
duo.
good
But they need to show that they're the guy. They both that entire team, those 3 weapons were drafted within the top 10. They need to perform,
Yep.
and that's it.
Lipe?
Successful season for the Bucs. It'd be winning the division, honestly.
yeah.
Just because, look, this division is, like we said, it's the opposite of the AFC North, so we don't know who's going to come out on top. It's really just a crapshoot. But the Bucs, at least, they're the only team that has had any type of recent success. So your expectation is like you got Baker Mayfield, who
Could be good.
and has won a play. Like they won that one. That 2 years
they
ago.
won
Right?
that one.
He has won a playoff game. He did it with the Browns. It's not like you're getting a garbage quarterback. He's a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
And so you're getting him in the system now. A team that has a lot of the pieces that went to the Super Bowl.
Their defense is good.
A successful season is winning the division. Now you might lose in the playoffs, but
I will say there's two types of successful seasons the Bucs can have. It's either that or they lose a fuck ton of games, still
Caleb
keep
Williams.
that talent that they have on
great
defense
point.
and a receiver, and you get Caleb Williams or Drake May.
great point.
That's another way that you can have a
But
successful
I don't
season.
think
I don't think
they
that's
can
possible, though.
coexist. Yeah, because I think in order for them to get that first
gotta get
overall
rid
pick,
of
they
the
got to
pieces.
get rid of
Well,
pieces.
No, you could still do it because Baker and fucking Kyle. Who's the other guy?
Trask.
Kyle Trask.
Okay.
They could both be awful
if Baker's that
and
bad,
lose a shit ton of
If
games.
he's
if he's that bad to where they
though,
lose all those games
gonna
with
trade
a shit ton of
assets.
talent that they still have, then
They're gonna trade
shit,
assets,
Then he's
though.
fucking the worst quarterback we've ever seen in history.
I just don't think it's possible.
I don't have that.
He played
expectation.
horrible.
I don't think he will be.
What would be a
I
more
think he's gonna be
successful
decent.
season if you were a Bucs fan? Would it be to have that number 1 overall pick or to make the playoffs and win? The
I'd rather
division?
make the playoffs.
You want to
know
make
you're
the
a
playoffs.
quarterback.
You want to
away
root for
still.
your team to be
Make
good.
the playoffs and then trade for Kyler Murray.
Well, we're gonna get
Oh.
into that. Did you actually just spit?
No, it was close.
It was.
I
It
just wanted to
sounded
make a
like
good
it.
sound.
I agree.
Yeah.
And what team you got?
Saints. Here's what a successful season for the New Orleans Saints looks like. Derek Carr, a couple years ago, I think before last year when they got Devontae Adams, we were all talking about him possibly being not in the MVP conversation.
He was
but,
in the MVP
but
conversation.
in
Yeah,
that conversation,
yeah.
the preseason,
that was
he
the
gets
expectation.
he gets back to that.
Yep.
Not quite in the MVP conversation, but like in
Who?
that
Derek Carr.
Like tier 2.
Derek Carr.
If
Yeah.
Derek Carr gets back to the MVP caliber,
Well,
Not-
Derek Carr
no,
was
'cause
around
he's-
that
he's
like
had- he's
it
had a
felt like
couple
Derek
years
Carr
with
was
the
around that
Raiders
like
when he
8
was
to
there.
12 spot,
Yes.
depending on who
If
you ask,
can
and then
if
he
can-
dropped
if Derek Carr
drastically.
can have a year where he gets back to Kirk Cousins range of top 10 quarterbacks, right? Something like that. Doesn't
Yeah.
turn the ball over that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Chris Olave takes a jump. Michael Thomas finally is fucking healthy.
That one I don't know.
I mean, that's a huge if. But you do
Kendrick
that.
Miller season,
You
though,
do
bro.
that, you win. In that division, you can win. Yeah, I don't know. Even know you can win 10 or 11
Well, for his
games.
dynasty team, that's a successful.
Yeah,
season.
for your, I know that's for. I'm the general
continue,
manager.
continue.
No, but for the Saints, you win 10, 11 games, you make the playoffs, you win the division. I think that's a success.
I
And you
agree.
see Derek Carr, you're like, oh, fuck, all right. Like, we
He's
actually got a
actually
guy
good.
here. We got a guy.
Yo, yeah.
I feel like you're right. Kirk Cousins is a good comp. I feel like I always compared the two of them.
I would say you have to
100%.
put Derek Carr above
Both
Kirk
men of
Cousins after
God.
this year.
Derek Carr is the Toy Story Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm
I
saying?
do love Toy Story.
Kind of
1, 2, or
get a little
3.
gadgety.
1, 2, or 3.
Nah, you know what I mean? You ever seen that?
Like-
Like, what's that one kid that with the skull T-shirt?
Fucking.
'Cause they look the same.
Yeah, they do.
I think they got. I don't know if they have to win 11 games, but I do think they need to win the division
They have
and
to win the
prove that
division. They have
to
Derek
win the
Carr
division.
because they gave him a
But I
4-year
think in that
deal.
division, winning 10 or 11 is pretty.
Yeah,
Not
pretty
out of
easy.
question.
They won. 3 teams went
They
7
could
and 10
easily,
last
they
year.
could easily be like the second seed in the
Yeah.
NFC, winning 11 games, but not. be
Another
back
part
to
to it, I think you
know
need
what
to
I mean?
see that Dennis Allen is the guy because like he took over for
Oh,
Sean
yeah,
Payton, and he
yeah.
hasn't been the guy. And if they have another bad season, you're
They
kind
also
of in a
haven't
weird
really-
spot.
They didn't really
in a
have
weird
any
spot.
quarterbacks that are like worth a shit.
Yeah,
That's what's
I don't
hard.
know. I also
hard to
yeah.
gauge.
So I don't know. I think a successful season for the Saints is winning the division.
Yeah, winning the division, you don't got to win a playoff game.
I don't think
but
you need to win a playoff
You have to see Derek
Carr
Carr
be the
get
guy.
back to like 2 years ago, Derek Carr.
I agree.
We're like, oh, this guy kind of nice.
What would be considered a successful season for your team? Let us know in the comments. Also, if we get to 20,000 subscribers, if you share with your friends, Jack is going to get a Tua Tagovailoa tattoo. So please share with them. Also, give us 5 stars on Apple or Spotify. Do us a favor, all right? It helps us out. And lastly, for any betting advice, betting promos, go to thegameday.com. You are gonna find it all.